There is nothing more disturbing than sitting down to eat as the thunderous landline telephone rings. For it is a parasitic, remorseless telemarketer who cares nothing about the disturbance he brings. He calls me by name like his finest long-time friend, then lets me know the reason for his bothersome call, searching for answers and continuing his pitch with a lot of pitiless and unmerciful gall. I do not get unbalanced in anger and hang up, because my serene mother taught me that was rude. And I do not give them a piece of my mind by cursing, because my cussing father taught me not to be lewd. The savage telemarketers love to get me peeved, and I could get into a pointless and trashy tiff, but he would pass my number on to other marketers, simply for the pleasure of pissing me off for being a stiff. I listened to the lame directive questions he asked, while disturbing my once hot home-cooked meal, waiting for his change of underhanded voice when he feels he is about to close his commission-based deal. I can pretend I speak poor English like a foreigner for my own malevolent and venomous entertainment, and then he would get frustrated and impatient. Then the dial tone would signal I have won the engagement. I like asking for their number to call back at a more convenient time, but he would not give it to me out of legitimate fright. And that is when telemarketers become a source of content, if they do not get me homicidal or uptight. I recall a telemarketer from the Middle East who would brutally call to sell his hogwash every day, and I would have fun with him by putting him off. But his consistency soon caused me dismay. After a month of these phone calls 5 times a day, I could no longer throw him off by deceptive or even bluff. He kept calling as if possessed by the infernal devil, as my nerves were showing wickedness when I have had enough. I had his despicable calls traced by the police, and with viciousness I got his telephone number. Then I called him back endlessly with vengeance, with a malevolent, diabolical, burning hunger. He could not do his sinister telemarketing job continuously with retribution. I kept calling, and I was as meticulous as he once was when he called me. And I called endlessly with repulsiveness, without stalling. He promised in broken English that he would never call again. "Oh, I get it. I'm disturbing you," I replied. But I refused to stop calling for retaliation until he was overwhelmed and committed suicide. I do not feel a bit of guilt about his plight, but to a severe degree, it is an horrendous shame, for I started enjoying harassing the telemarketer, reaching his level of immorality by playing his game.